What's up, everyone? It's a Friday evening here in New York, November 4th, 2022. It's 6 o'clock p.m. and it's 66 Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius. Let's walk around and see what's up. I had to restart the stream due to some technical issues, but I'm glad I got that sorted out now. We are right past sunset in the middle of rush hour. The sky actually looks very gorgeous right now. That's right, me. The moon is out already. We're next to the Manhattan Municipal Building. Gennard says it was saying private first. Pretty sure I'm a subscriber. Yeah, I made that live stream private and I deleted it because I had some technical issues with it anyway. I decided just to make a new one. But I'm glad that's all taken care of now. I wonder if these people are on their way to the Brooklyn Bridge or not, cycling. Or maybe they're just docking their city bikes. Reckless Cat says, can't wait for the Christmas decorations. Yeah, they'll be up in New York City soon. I think with the arrival of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree later this month, that kind of kickstarts the holiday season here in New York. It looks like the Manhattan Municipal Building has some displays up, I guess, for Veterans Day coming up. I see the logo for the U.S. Coast Guard, the Navy, the Army, Air Force. And the Marines as well. Veterans Day is Sunday, the same day as the New York Marathon, I believe. No, wait, it's Friday. The marathon is Sunday, this Sunday, but Veterans Day is November 11th. That is my fault. Take a look at this sky, folks. Christian Hansen saying, beautiful building, marathon soon, daylight savings time as well, you have to be fit. Yep, I know a few people participating in the marathon. They're training for it. Well, they've trained for it already. You can't possibly train for it now and expect to be in the marathon. It requires a lot of effort and preparedness. That's right, me. It takes months to train for the marathon. Jared's saying several family members of mine proudly served. Yes, I have some family members who proudly served as well in the United States Armed Forces. The Gorilla Kid says, what's the point of a marathon? It means different things to different people. Some do it for just a personal satisfaction. The city may do it for some pride and some sense of community. Groups may do it as a sense of team spirit. So there's different ways people think of the marathon. We'll make our way towards Chinatown via Center Street. John Smith says, will I be at the finish line on Sunday to see the winner as they break the tape? We'll see. That's right, me. People do run for charity as well. Murph says, when does New York City start decorating for the holidays? I would say in the beginning of November with the Bryant Park Winter Village first. And then once the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree comes into town, that really kicks off the holiday season. I believe that the Rockefeller tree is coming on, let me look. I think it's the 19th. If I'm not mistaken, it's the 19th. And the Christmas tree this year is going to be from Queensbury, New York, not too far from Albany. And the tentative Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting is November 30th. So here is the information. It comes from upstate New York. It was perfect. Queensbury, New York. It's a Norway spruce. And 82 feet tall. Oh wait, it's set to arrive on November 12th, not the 19th. So November 12th, it will be tentatively lit on November 30th. So when's the 12th? That's tomorrow. What? The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is coming tomorrow. Wow. I didn't know that. Rovenus Little with $1.99 saying, hi, you living back in New York? Yes, I am, Rovenus Little. Appreciate the support. I'm back living in New York, have not moved to New York. Two separate things. Me saying it's the 5th tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my dates mixed up because I looked at the calendar I saw it's a Saturday and I was like, oh, today's Friday, so it's tomorrow. Oops. It's a whole week from now. And you know why I thought it was tomorrow? Look, because I had November 11th highlighted when I was talking about Veterans Day. I was like, oops. So I was like, oh, that's today's date, November 11th. Sometimes you have those moments. Can't trust your phone sometimes. Good thing I wasn't doing an exam or the teacher would take points off of me. Rovanis Little $1.99. That makes me so happy. Welcome back. Appreciate it very much. I know, Bella, I'm really confused today.
Gato.
Especially when we're talking about events like a week out and then you have the tree coming and talking about more dates. You get confused. Lena says eye exam. No, it's more where your head is at the time, because I was already fixated on November 11th being Veterans Day. Alexander Gonzalez, thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate the supports. I don't know why you wrote that message, but he's in the chat right now. Laurie says, my apologies and sorry for the confusion on my parts. As well, Veterans Day next Friday. That's right. So we're walking right next to the criminal courthouse as well as the jail called the Tombs. It's all part of the Manhattan Detention Complex. And this is slated to be completely overhauled, knocked down, and basically rebuilt to be a skyscraper jail. I know I covered this extensively back in February and March. Much of the community here was against this entire project to dismantle the facility and build a skyscraper jail because it's just going to cause so much disruption to the community. I'm also against this jail from going forward, but it looks like this is going to be torn down soon. It's not the first version of this jail either. There were like 3 other versions of this jail before the one that's going to go up. They couldn't get it right the first 3 times. Thanks, Mr. Bot with 100 NOK. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. You used to be able to walk right through here over to Baxter Street. Now if you look through the window, it's pretty much all construction materials. I really don't know how they're going to start dismantling this thing. It's a big project. not so simple to take a wrecking ball to the building, because this is a very old building. There's probably asbestos in this building and hazardous materials. They do need to put a lot of work into this and do it the right way. It does look like part of the building's still open too from this side.
I mean, what are these cars? Have you guys never done presentation with a house? Like, what the heck?
Kelly's asking, when do the Hudson Yards Christmas lights go up? Hope to see some walks around there. I'm not sure. But November 12th, next Saturday, that's when the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is arriving. I would guess sometime around then. We've made it over to Chinatown. Maybe we can walk across Canal Street over to Christie Street. I haven't been that way in a while. Michael Ross says, do you know where the underground tunnels were in Chinatown? I do know where some of them are. Some of them are connected to buildings around the Doyer Street area. Andy Reviews, it says, what's the oldest Chinese restaurant in Chinatown? If I had to guess, it's probably Wo Hop on Mott Street. Hey, look at this! Remember that big pothole we saw before? That was sinking into the ground, had a traffic barrel in it. Look what the city did. Now there's a steel plate, 3 steel plates over that sinkhole that was caving in. Hopefully this stays. Yeah, Andy Reviews it. I'm glad that something's finally been done about it. The hole is still underneath the steel plates, but this buys the city some time to fix the root cause of the problem, I guess.
Essaye là.
This part of Canal Street is known for its markets, the fruit and vegetable markets, as well as the seafood markets. Over to my right here, $9 a dozen for clams, $10 each for lobster.
It's about love.
I'm just a girl saying, if you could only recommend one Chinatown restaurant, what would it be, AK? Only one. I think I would have to go with Bodhi Kosher. I made a review of it on Action Kid Extra. It's my favorite vegan restaurant in the city, and I think it'll fit a lot of people's needs. Even if you hate eating vegetables, I think you'll be quite impressed by the quality of the foods there at Bodhi Kosher.
Mulberry, you take mulberry up or down.
Bob Kish is unsubscribing. Don't take it personal, Bob. It's only YouTube. The internet can be really rough sometimes.
I needed more ice.
Really?
I know you may have had some issues moderating, but it really helps if you have like a secondary account to moderate from, if that helps any bit. Let's cross over the street here.
My card was declined.
So where I want to go, Christie Street, is past the Manhattan Bridge entrance. Frog Dog asked me if I ever see Walks in Wall Street filming when I'm out and about. Yes, I often meet him, mainly when I'm in Miami though. I think I've only encountered him twice in New York City when I was walking around. This is a new hot pot restaurant, by the way. The entrance is right here, Da Long. Haven't tried this hot pot restaurant. About a week ago, I was in a hot pot restaurant in Chinatown. That one's pretty good.
Anytime you're like, oh, you don't know? You're like, shit.
And the review says, around what time will it get dark once daylight savings ends in New York? Oh, probably by like 4:15 p.m. it'll start getting dark. Sometimes even as early as 4. Thank you, Mike Landry. Appreciate the $5. Hello, Action Kid. Appreciate it, Mike Landry. Thank you. Well, this is quite dangerous. I really dislike this intersection of Canal Street and Bowery. Gina says that was terrible. Yeah, one of many really bad intersections in the city. John Smith 24/6 says Sifat almost got run over yesterday. Yes, he told me. I replayed it. It was right next to Bryant Park. It's really unbelievable now. Now when I cross the streets, I have to be extra prudent. Everybody needs to be prudent crossing the street now. By the way, here's a vegetarian restaurant, Jisoo Vegetarian. I never tried this place, but it's right next to the Buddhist temple.
I think it was just like compounded.
Buddhist temples here. This is another bad intersection, Canal Street with Christie Street. Thanks Victor93 for 20 SCK, appreciate it. Thank you, Victor. On the way back from yeah, Ali, driving here is quite complicated. I don't really like driving in most places of New York. The traffic situation in the city especially is horrible. By the way, this over here is a homeless shelter. Hotel MB. Christian Hansen says better off with a scooter or e-bike, most likely in Manhattan. If it suits your needs, that's a good way to get around. For a lot of people, it makes sense to drive, such as these delivery trucks. Without them, supplies won't be able to make it to these stores which need them. Yeah, Laurie, that's what happens. The city pays the hotel for hosting the homeless. This is the line for Wafeng Fast Foods. This place has been hyped up so much on social media that I don't think that it's worth it to wait in line anymore for this roast pork over rice deal. I know I've plugged it many times, but now this line is getting ridiculous. Roast pork or chicken on small rice, $5.50. Me says it must be good. It is very good, and the price is very good. But I wouldn't recommend waiting in this line for the Wafeng meal. I think you're better off with other options around the Chinatown area with a smaller line, a shorter line rather. Laurie says, must be good though to see a long line to wait. Yeah, they are good, but I like to do a cost-benefit analysis on my time as well as the food. If it's your first time going there, then maybe it's worth it to go. But there's many places here where you can get a roast pork over rice for maybe not as inexpensive of a price, but the food there is still very good. Cruiser says prices that low still exist in Manhattan. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. For me, I'm not really one to wait in long lines for food like that. When I'm waiting for food, I don't like to wait more than 10 minutes on a line to get served or to be seated. Blasphemy says, damn, action, you threw them all under the bus in front of their business. No, I said that's very good. Just that you should consider other options when you see the line that long. I'm just being realistic. Lorraine Avelina says maybe during the week's better than the weekend. Yeah, that's generally the case. I like to do things that are off hours, so the lines will be shorter. Michael Ross says, do you agree with some that authentic Chinese food is slowly dying out in Chinatown? Yes, I do believe that. And also, food is very complex, right, Michael? Because what's in Chinatown here, a lot of it was immigrated from the time when there was mass immigration in New York. Say back in like the 1930s or so, 1940s. So at that time, that was the most current food, the Chinese food that came here. So, you know, they cook the food that they know, and the older generation, they have this recipe, right? They may want to pass it on to the younger generation who may not want to take the business over, but that's still the old recipe. What's authentic Chinese back then that was brought over may not be authentic Chinese right now. And this is kind of what I experienced too as I traveled. When I went to Taiwan, when I went to Los Angeles, Toronto, those places, they do tend to have like more newer immigrants with a more modern Chinese cuisine, which is also authentic Chinese cuisine, right? So the food evolved from that time. What they thought was authentic then may not be authentic now. So it's just really a matter of personal taste. For me, I really like the new flavors from the places that I've traveled to compared to the older styles here in Manhattan, Chinatown. Yeah, exactly. Christian Hansen, Jamaican Chinese is different too. Food evolves just like neighborhoods, just like cities. Lorraine says, I generally don't do much between Friday through Sunday, prefer off days to go out for even food or basic shopping, especially Florida. Yeah, I do like to go on off hours. And why is it so dark over here? It's like the lights got turned off. Dolphin Bear says, still love me some Wo Hop. Yeah, if you go to Wo Hop, right, that's Chinese food from very early times when they came over here. Whereas if you go to a modern like Chinese fusion restaurant, yet they're not going to be cooking in the same style. Josie says the same thing with me. When I go back to visit my relatives in Asia, I really like the taste of the region rather than in here. What a bad intersection. Yes, cool girl. I did try out the Kanji Queen. I actually made a whole video about it on Action Kid Extra. I had Kanji Queen with my friend and fellow moderator out and about with yours truly, Liz O.C. Yeah, Mike, it's Friday rush hour for you here. Up, here we go again. And that's what happens. Yeah, Laurie, that's what happens, right? My area had a wonderful, authentic, family-run Chinese restaurant that was so good for many years. Founders couple passed away. They sold it and it doesn't taste the same with the new owners. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes with these places. You may not enjoy the new food that gets brought in.
How did this is it, Julia?
But usually in a efficient market, right? If the restaurant realizes that their food isn't so good and they're not getting as much business, you would think that they would adjust their menu or change up their style or maybe move on to a different market with their type of cuisine, right? That's what happens with cities. New places open up. I see them all the time too. New restaurants come up and then I go there, I try and be like, okay, I don't really like the flavor here. They'll get some feedback from the customers. They'll adjust the food, the menu, and hopefully they get better. At least that's what you hope for.
That's where you get the most possible returns if you got next line.
Oh my gosh. I'm hearing some pretty crazy advice from that guy. That's when you have the best returns, to bet the max lines. I hate to break it for you, but betting the max lines means that you're just betting the most, and it's more likely that you'll lose more money. I want to show you something really, really cool that I haven't shown in a while. It's here on Rivington Street. So you can walk right past this here. Here's something called Freeman Alley. Okay, so you're here, right? You walk by, you think, oh, there's some creepy looking alleyway. I don't want to go down there. But it's actually worth going down because I'm going to show you right now. This is a really cool place, Freeman Alley. There's actually a diner at the end here, which is really cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good, right? You know the speakeasy in there?
It's safe there, yeah.
Yeah, there's a speakeasy on the second floor.
Oh, wow.
Speakeasy.
Is it experimental cocktail?
Yeah.
I thought it closed.
No, I think it's still there. Yeah.
How do we get in?
I don't know. I only heard about it from my friend.
Oh, no.
But
What?
I heard about it from my friend, but I don't know how to get in.
You
might need a reservation.
8 years ago, we couldn't get in.
Oh,
We couldn't
okay.
figure it out. Good luck.
Well, we'll look for it maybe. It was actually the YouTube video from Sarah Funk which showed me about this speakeasy at the end. Ronald says, what's a speakeasy? It came from the Prohibition when they had these hidden pubs because alcohol was illegal at the time, right? So they built these hidden pubs like behind bookshelves and in basements and stuff to get around Prohibition. And this Freeman Alley is so cool. It's like full of artwork, murals. But here's the diner at the end. This restaurant's really good. They try to like incorporate it into the alleyway. It's like an old English diner in here. You could peer in and take a look. It's really cool. And then I was telling them there's the speakeasy on the second floor. The speakeasy is right here. Yeah.
Figure it out?
No, I don't know. I think you might have to call or something.
Where's the number?
Oh, Barbara says you had to know the password to get into the speakeasy. Yeah, sometimes. Stylish Bunny says you saw this place on my YouTube before. Yeah, it's really neat. You would never think to come down here to this alleyway, right? Eyeglass lady says it looks like Europe. Yeah, maybe like a Venice type vibe, right? And they also have a Halloween display across the street, seems like. Skeletons and flowers. Oh, Jay Reaper, you stayed at the hotel and Airbnb to my right, the Untitled. To my right, huh? I'm not sure where that would be. But I'll keep an eye for it. Maybe over here, this is an Airbnb, Off Suites Hotel Apartment. Oh, J Reaper 83, I passed it in the alleyway. So it is in the alleyway. Red Light Ron, 5 blocks from you, meet you at Welcome to the Johnsons, Rivington and Essex. Well, I'm at Rivington and Bowery. If I want to continue on Rivington, then it's the other side, that way. I'm already gonna go north here. So I'm sorry, Red Light Ron, I'm gonna pass on that and continue north. I'm not headed towards the Lower East Side. Me says, aren't Airbnbs illegal in Manhattan? I think they are, but they have some, you know, strict parameters that they have to follow. We just passed by the Bowery Mission, founded in 1879. They do very good work for the community. You could donate your canned goods here and they'll take them, or your clothing. Historically, this area, the Bowery, was really known as like a slum and not really such a nice area. A lot of people will hang out here and cause trouble. Ed Dunkel says, you used to live on the Bowery? I've known people to live close by here too.
J'adore.
Oh, Ed, you used to live at 139 Bowery, but it was raised recently. Got a nice view of the Empire State Building up ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, we're still in Manhattan. In the entire stream, we've been in Manhattan. By the way, the word Bowery comes from the Dutch word Bouwerij, which means farm, because there were a bunch of farms here. S444 asking if it's easy to make friends in New York. Depends on the kind of person you are. That's what I would say. New York is actually a very fast-paced city, and from my experience, it gets harder to make friends as you get older here in New York. The younger you are, it's easier to make friends. But the older you are, people are really tied down to more responsibilities. They don't have as much time. That's why I think it's harder as you get older. Yeah, Clara, that's exactly what I said. Not really easy to make friends in New York City, not even in college. And harder as you go older. I mean, I've been in situations where I've been to social groups as well, and you know, this is like a meetups group or interest group or like Halloween parties. Some people are there not just to socialize, but kind of like to sell you stuff. It's really annoying sometimes. Like, you don't know the ulterior motive of these people who want to go to these parties and events. It's like you go to this Halloween party, you're having a great time, and then all of a sudden you get chatted up by someone who you think is friendly. Be like, oh, where do you live now? And what do you do? Oh, by the way, here's my card. I offer life insurance, 401k. I have a degree in economics. I know how to make your investment grow. Call me, man. We can make something out of it. Yeah. And then when you say no, oh, it's okay. You know, like, reconsider, man. I'm really friendly. I can get you the best deal. And these salesmen do not go away. And sometimes you have to be really firm with them. Be like, no, nuh-uh. Yeah, me says that's really bad. It's not just in New York too. I've experienced in other places. I could probably be a good salesman too and go to these events and plug my YouTube channel. But I don't want to do that. I don't do that because it's annoying. People are there to have fun, not to hear you brag about what you're trying to sell or like what your channel is about. Although I like to talk about my channel, but I don't want to make that the whole topic of the conversation. Yo, man. Hey, I heard your name, my name here. What's up? Hey, good, good. Yeah, YouTube Live, all right.
Donate. How you doing?
Good, good,
So
man.
you moved back?
No, I'm just here for a little.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll put you in action.
All right.
That's cool. Take care.
See ya, man. Yeah, so what I was talking about is like, I can go to one of these parties. Those guys are pretty cool. And be like, yo, man, where do you live? Where do you work? Yeah, I got a cool YouTube channel. Follow me, subscribe to me. I go to all these cool places. Be like, oh yeah, cool. It's like, yeah. And you can get invited to my channel too. Maybe we could do something together. And I mean, you could do that to an extent, but it doesn't work like all the time, you know. people think you're really trying to sell yourself at that point. This section of Bowery is really busy, I see. I could do the same thing with those insurance people, right? Instead of saying, here's my card, give me some money, I'll invest it in some life insurance for you. Give me some money, I'll spend it on new cameras, I'll travel the world with your money and this and that. I don't do that, man. I do not ask for donations from people. I don't ask for anybody, for any of you. Just watching my stream here makes me so happy. And I don't depend on donations. What's up? I love it, man. I don't depend on donations to like get me by. Sharon Solomon says, love you. Thank you, Sharon. I get some people like that sometimes. They're like, oh, you don't thank your super chat people. You never read my message because I don't give you money. Like, this guy's living off your donations. You guys are so stupid. And those people, I feel like they don't really get the points. That's right, Shelby. There's a lot of people out and about compared to the same time last year. I see it more and more now. More people out enjoying themselves. It's great. It's busy in this restaurant behind me. Phoebe's. Michael Ross says some YouTubers fall into that category. I don't see that here. Yeah, Michael, I've seen people like that too on YouTube. And to be honest, they really make the platform not good as well. It's kind of like beg shaming for money in a way. They kind of like vent their frustrations on the internet and ask people for money and want people to feel sympathy for them. Buy me cola one, e-begging. Yeah, it can happen in many different forms, right? Just like these sham GoFundMe campaigns. I know the platform tries to dissuade it, but sometimes sham campaigns do go through, like, help fund my son's cancer research because he needs a specific medicine to survive and he's not going to make it if we don't get this money. And they raise all this money and they find out it's a sham. That's why I'm so wary with these campaigns sometimes. You really have to do some research. People can be really, really crappy these days. It's unbelievable. I guess we'll walk up Cooper Square to 3rd Avenue to St. Mark's Place. We'll check out what's going on St. Mark's Place. Yeah, that's right, Lino Vincent, the Cooper Union, right here. It's actually a very hard school to get into, and for a long time their tuition was free to attend. I forgot when they changed it to not make it free anymore, but it's still very inexpensive compared to many schools. Oh, Tech Explorers, it's a half? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know how much half a tuition costs. Lino says, that's your school? I hope you're getting a great education there and enjoying your time at Cooper Union. All right, let's go into St. Mark's Place and check it out. By the way, this neighborhood here was actually featured in my friend Here Be Bar's YouTube channel. He did a video about cheap eats in the East Village. And he was joined by my also friends Ben and Ming from the Bing Buzz, where they went around different places here and tried all the food. Some of the food that I'd like to try as well. Look how busy this place is on Friday night now. St. Mark's Place. And if you look, it's like mostly young people here.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
Stylish Bunny says you love St. Mark's. This place rules. Hello. Yeah, Daniel, it's busy here. I remember when this place was really struggling, and it sure has roared back. This area, by the way, is kind of like a little Tokyo as well. There's a bunch of like Japanese restaurants around here. Here's a barcade. Arcade and a bar. Red Light Ron says St. Mark's was great in the 80s. Yeah, different culture back then, right?
Check it out, man. We got pre-roll with these.
Texas Rose G asking why is this area popular? You can see it, right? There's restaurants one on top of one another. A lot of like these kind of vintage shops as well and trendy places. Place. It's also kind of been like historically like a counterculture kind of street as well. This is where like rock and roll really got started. Led Zeppelin used one of the facades here for their Physical Graffiti album. So there's a lot of reasons why this area is popular. I know this song.
Wild Eyes? I think it's called Wild Eyes.
You can get birria tacos here. next to Korean corn dogs and also K-pop albums in the same store. I actually think this place was featured on their video, on Here Be Bar's video, Cheap Eats. And I can see why. It's like $4 for a rice hot dog, $5. So this could definitely be a Cheap Eats place. Yeah, me, Korean corn dogs are excellent. Fern Kitty says it was. Yeah, I remember that place was featured in their video. Let's walk on the other side of St. Mark's Place now, back towards 3rd Avenue. I'll let you see the vibe on this side of the street. Szechuan food. Definitely a fancy place. You see why I say this place is like a little Tokyo? Tokyo lifestyle store. And then you can get stuff like tattoos here, piercings as well, the smoke shop. So you can see why people will get attracted to St. Mark's Place. Starfire's, this physical graffiti building still there. It's like one of these buildings. I think it's like this one or that one over here. I'm not exactly sure which one it was. This place is very popular. I've eaten at many of these places before. This one's Szechuan Mountain House I've been to before. Mi Tea looks like it's closed down, which is unfortunate.
And then I'm just like looking, hey, how are you?
Because like even yesterday at like
Yeah, Miss M, St. Mark's is very fun. I've been to St. Mark's many times. I've been here with friends, I've been here with dates, been here with family. Himalayan gift shop at the Land of Buddha. You can get karaoke. Oh, Red Light Ron, the physical graffiti building is east of 1st Avenue. So it's not on this block then.
We're going to Gango.
Dumpling and dips.
What?
Well, you mule. A lot of people around here. They got Shake Shack across the street. Yeah, Dan, they do have the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree picked out. An 82-foot tall Norway spruce from Queensbury, New York. It will be delivered on November 12th, next Saturday.
And like going to the back.
The Cooper Union is undergoing some renovation with the scaffolding. Texas Road G, am I still heading north? I still will be. Let's make a right here on 4th Avenue and we'll head towards Union Square.
I didn't.
John Laresh saying, Action K, you're doing a great job. I appreciate it very much, John. Thank you very much. S444 asking if New York City is okay to travel alone as a young woman. I would say so.
Yeah.
You just have to be aware of where you are. I mean, a lot of people here are alone traveling in New York. You see it, it's quite busy. Of course, everyone's comfort level is a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to weigh it for yourself. I know some women, they may not want to go out when the sun goes down. I still find at night as well, the subways are crowded. You'll always find people with you on the subway. You're never gonna be like by yourself on the subway. And like maybe some off situations you will be, but that's something that I like about New York compared to like other cities around the world. Ruben, I'm going to Manhattan alone for a couple of days. Is there an easy way of making friends? Yeah, there's an easy way of making friends. Just talk to people. That's what I could say. Introduce yourselves, talk to them, get to know their interests, and exchange contact information. And if you do that enough times, there's going to be bound for people to stay, and you'll get to know them better as friends. Sometimes it comes naturally, and sometimes it comes through times that you don't expect. Hung Mao is saying it's harder for introverts. Yeah, I would just say so. But even introverts can make friends. Me saying it's hard to form a friendship in a couple of days, though. That's true. I've actually formed a lot of connections and friendships through my YouTube channel as well. From my travels, like, I don't even know anybody there, but I've known them online, and we've just developed friendships that way. So that's another way to make friends without having to be in person as well. You start chatting with people online and you get to know them that way. Thank you, Mikey, for $2. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. It's getting very busy as we approach Union Square.
You felt fine. You felt fine.
Samir made a mistake of thinking that I knew somebody from an online interaction recently. It's better to engage people in person. Yeah, that's generally true, right? You do have to be wary of anybody you meet, rather if it's in person or online. Pizzeria. And here's Dos Tacos Taquera. Dos Toros, rather. Dos Toros is a pretty good food chain. By the way, This store closed up. It used to be Walgreens. I remember going in here. I noticed a lot of these Walgreens and CVS stores closing up.
일단 나중에 연락할게.
This year I'm actually expecting great things from the holiday markets. After the Bryant Park Winter Village, my second favorite holiday market is the Union Square Market, which will be right here. And I know there's also going to be one at Columbus Circle at the southwestern corner of Central Park. Downtown Brooklyn's going to be getting one as well. McCandle, $5. I've been a fan from your Park Slope bike ride to Williamsburg and other rides. Thank you, McCandle. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Yeah, I found myself not really taking my bike out as much anymore. It's just so much more convenient for me to do this while walking around. But a bike is a great way to get around for sure. It may not be the most practical. Red light Ron saying Park Avenue. Yeah, this is Park Avenue right now, but I'm actually not going to be walking up here. I'm going to head off to Broadway and head towards Herald Square. I think there's a line for events, probably a concert coming up. Line goes around the block. Craig liked the bike rides over the causeways in Miami. They were cool. Yes, I enjoyed that too.
That ice cream truck goes around by our apartment every day at like 2:08
Sam Suadi with $4.99. Thank you for going live so often. You truly keep this introvert company. Thank you so much, Sam. Glad you could tune in as well as often as I go live. Appreciate the support.
And it wasn't even just like, oh, Bennett, you suck. Like, he's like, no,
Let's
apologize.
cross. Mick SZ with $30. What a super chat, Mike XC. SZ. You've been working hard this season. Thanks. Appreciate it, Mick. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Barbara Thompson saying loving you in New York City more than Miami. Seems like more to see. I think that place is only as good as you make it. Barbara. I think Miami and New York City, they each offer different things.
That was peak, like, COVID for him.
We're passing by Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, except that actually is so nice. We were like, I know that one. Yeah,
Like the actual like people like walk out.
Taha Iqbal is saying Miami offers nothing. I wouldn't say that. It may not offer anything to you, but for many people it offers a lot. It's all about a lifestyle, right? Just like when people decide, my gosh, just like when people decide where to live and work, you know, they have to make the decisions that are most relevant to their life stories and their choices. Where you are in life may not fit someone else's point in life as well. What if you have a family? New York may not be the place to raise children, right? You may want more space. You may desire the suburbs at that point. So it really depends on your circumstances, whether you think a place has the things that you think will be supportive of your lifestyle or not.
oh, like,
That would have been awesome.
This spot over here across the street, the Paragon Sporting Goods Company, they offer pretty much everything that you need in terms of like sporting equipment. You can find anything from like tennis to golf there, basketball, soccer, swimming, even fishing as well, snowboarding equipment. It's really the place to go for sporting goods. And also, when you do talk to salesmen in there too, do try to negotiate with them on prices, because I found that they do give discounts on their inventory sometimes. That's just a tip for you. Fern Kitty says you love Paragon. Yeah, great place to go.
No, it's just like
Red Light Ron bought at least 100 items over the last 50 years from Paragon. It's an amazing store, really.
Actual kid.
Hi, how are you?
they have their own.
Me says you hate negotiating prices. Yeah, it's not for everyone, right? And look at this. ABC Carpet and Home already has like a holiday window display up. Beautiful. So Hall says you can't compare New York with Miami. Miami is 20% of New York in every possible way. That's debatable, you know. The percentages are gonna vary from person to person, but you can't really compare New York City to any other city. That's for sure, I could agree with you there. New York's gonna be different from Los Angeles, it's gonna be different from Paris, gonna be different from Cape Town, gonna be different from Sydney. It's comparing apples to oranges. They're different.
I have so many.
Hung Mao says people should stop comparing. Yeah, I kind of feel that that really holds people back sometimes when they really compare themselves to someone else. I kind of did this when I was growing up. I really compared myself to like an idol or a sports figure. And now I kind of just don't compare myself to anybody. I kind of am who I am. I'm Action Kid. I'm, you know, my own individual self. You're gonna have a different style than someone else. I can't be compared to anybody else.
I don't.
433771 says you're 100% right about the comparing. Yeah, I agree there. David Clipper with $2. Yoo-hoo! You, aside from the mods, are welcome, Ken. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. And KSK Channel with $5. Thank you, KSK Channel. Hey, Andres Andrade, great live from New Rochelle, AK. I grew up in New Rochelle, it's a great city, yes. I had the pleasure of visiting it. Craig Bright says, I watch you, Kenneth. The locations are the bonus content. I appreciate it, Craig. Thank you. L. Thompson's going to Boston next month. Oh, excellent. Boston's a very nice city. I've been there many times. I like Boston around this time of year. The leaves change. You have the autumn season. Poco Traveler saying, always love watching New York City. I'm visiting Utah right now. Excellent. Let's walk up Broadway. Maybe we can make our way up to the Macy's area. Jorge Cortez with $1.99. Thank you so much for the support. Come to Tampa, Florida. Yes, Jorge, I've been to Tampa. Very beautiful city. I love the three cities of the Tampa Bay area. Tampa, Clearwater, and St. Petersburg. Great area to be. Appreciate the support. It's so gorgeous right now in the city to see all these lights on. Yeah, I wonder about that, right? If they'll have Tiptoe for Macy's this year as their mascot. Maybe they'll have a new mascot. You never know, Bella. Nico Pico says the other NYC streaming guy answers all chat comments. Now that's work. I could too if I wanted to, but you just hear me blabber all day. And that's not something I want to do. My chat is a lot quicker and has more people watching. Aren't really relevant to the channel sometimes, or what I'm focusing on. Just like when I was at 100,000 subscribers, maybe a little bit more than that, I was still responding to every comment that was left on my channel. Now, I honestly don't have the time to answer everybody's comments. In fact, when I get around to responding to comments sometimes on my video uploads, I'm days late. Texas Rogie saying I'm so nice. Appreciate it, Texas Rogie.
No,
Find the voice a little bit better.
Kelly Jake says, Action Kid, would you recommend owning a dog, and have you ever owned a dog in New York? Another kind of a, personal question, depending on the person, right? I would say if you can afford the responsibility of owning a dog, first of all, then by all means, get a dog. But if you can't bear the responsibility of raising a dog, walking the dog, making sure it's fed, then it's going to be very difficult for you. And I know a lot of people, they ran into that harsh reality during the pandemic when they adopted dogs, but then when their lifestyles changed, they couldn't afford to keep the dog anymore.
This is
And I've never owned a dog before. My family has owned a dog before, but I can't imagine owning a dog anymore. It's just way too much responsibility for me, especially for me when I travel. I can't be expected to bring the dog with me everywhere I go. Now I know there's people that get away with it by having like people dog sit or walk the dogs for them, but at that point I kind of feel like you lose their, your responsibility with the dog. Is it really your dog at that point that you don't spend that much time with your dog when you give your responsibilities away to a dog walker or a dog sitter? It's different. Look at how busy it is here on Broadway in the Flatiron District.
아니 근데 왜 이렇게 사람 많아? 로케이션이 너무 좋아. The line is so long.
This line is long for Anita Gelato. Yeah, stylish bunny. That ultimately comes down to anything you do in life, right? How much time and finances you have to devote to anything in your life. It can go for anything from your relationships to your hobbies to pet ownership. It's all about how you manage your time in this world. And that's something we have a finite amount of. If I had infinite hours in a day, I would be doing more things. But I need to use my time to the best of my ability. S444, is the gelato that good? I don't know, I've never tried it. Reminds me of Wafeng Foods in Chinatown with that long lineup. But I would pass on it until the line gets shorter. Maybe come here during the winter when it's cold and no one else wants to eat gelato. McCandle, $5. Thank you for your videography, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And me says there's not enough time in the day. Yeah, like waiting in that line for the gelato. It may be worth it for some, but for me, I need to get this live stream going. If I waited in that line, it'd actually be wasting a lot of time waiting in line for the gelato. I like to spend my time wisely since it's so valuable for me. This looks like a cool spot.
I don't fucking.
Craig is asking, curious question, is the smell of the city getting better? I would say no. I find there's more garbage now and it smells worse, to be honest. Most blocks, they don't really smell, but when you go into the subways, you'll smell it. When there's like items that have been sitting around for a while that hasn't been collected, it gets smelly.
is that like
That guy just did like a quick turn. Maybe didn't realize he needed to go on that block. And look at this restaurant. It is so busy. Zaytinya restaurant. It looks fancy in there. I don't even know what kind of restaurant that is in Zaytinya.
and I
Island Fly Gal. My mom's in town. Any recommendations? Would like to take her to a Broadway show. List out your priorities first, what you really want to see, because that can really vary from person to person. Some people may want to see like different neighborhoods. Your mom may like tourist attractions, so Statue of Liberty, Times Square, Macy's, Midtown Manhattan, Empire State Building. So I would do that. Make a list of the things you really want to see, and then you have some secondary options as well.
You want them to get an education.
Here's a nice view of the Empire State Building. Craig Rice saying great advice. Yes. Just like when I traveled to Toronto, Canada, I had a list of things I wanted to see, and I saw all of them plus more. Whatever I didn't see was just a bonus. Hello.
Very clear to us, very.
Someone's wrapping up their inventory there. Island Fly Gal with $4.99. Thank you, Island Fly Gal. Appreciate it. Storm Eagle saying Empire State Building, one of the best. Never got around to see them, but the Twin Towers, your absolute favorite. Yeah, for sure. What's the deal with this curb? Tex, thank you for £2. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, Tex. What is going on here in Herald Square? Is that a bounce blow up? What do they call these things? Bouncy pit? Blow up pit? They have these a lot in street festivals. Yeah, it looks like it's something for the kids to enjoy. Pop in the city, it says. This is really fabulous. Also to my right is Koreatown. Maybe we can head over to Koreatown first. I'll loop this one block and then I'll come back around to see the inflatable. I want to see how busy it is here. It's always worth going a block down to Koreatown and wrapping back around.
对，那个
Look how busy Koreatown is now. I never thought it would be this busy on a November Friday night. There's Tiger Sugar. Fancy car. Speaking of Korea, I still can't get over the fact that what happened in Itaewon on Halloween with the crowd crush, it was really, really tragic. The Punjib. A lot of these places too, they're on like the second and third floors, especially the karaoke bars and Korean barbecue spots. Yeah, CJC, some good karaoke places on the street. I've been to them before.
Cut out. What do you say?
Look how busy it is here. It feels like Fifth Avenue levels of crowds. That's right, Nico. The scaffolding doesn't help either. People are waiting to get in here.
When did you get them?
Jupiter is saying too many people. There's still space here. I wouldn't say it's too many people for my standards. Asian Rico saying everyone's enjoying the good weather while it's still around. Very true. For me, I'll come here regardless if it's cold or hot.
The tofu.
Others may not though. Depends on the person. Stylish Bunny saying it's triggering you to go to K-Town soon. It's a happening place.
Then we do for
Let's see. Hopefully, I was hoping I get some. We're like, if I have to go to the bathroom with that, I thought.
onto the other side of the street, and we'll go back to see the inflatables at Herald Square. Long line for, I guess this is the BCD Tofu House for the line. Yeah, this line is for the BCD Tofu House. My gosh. It's one of my favorite restaurants here. I kind of miss the crowds of 2021. You're able to get into any of these restaurants a lot easier, even on a Friday night. This is when having multiple options is good. You don't just decide on one restaurant because it may be too full for you to wait. It's good to have multiple options when making plans with your friends.
It's real hard on my leg.
And look at Gray Street. I think this is like the best dessert spot in the city. Look at the line. I know I keep mentioning about this place, but there's a reason why it's so popular.
Yo creo que tu pollo me lo han echado a mí. Esa clara es pura princesa.
All I need to know is that when his sister
Laurie says it looks fun. Sure. This barbecue chicken place is amazing. It's one of the few places you can just grab and go fried chicken as well. You really don't have to wait too long. That's the bonus of it. Stylish Bunny went to the Los Angeles Koreatown too. Oh yes, Los Angeles Koreatown has so much stuff. I didn't try the food there when I was there, which is one thing I regret. But I could already tell it had a great atmosphere and the food looked good. That's the largest Koreatown in the world, I believe, Los Angeles. Move.
Hey guys, literally started off the interview.
Vic Lau says, you'd love to see me visit the real South Korea. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I'd like to visit South Korea sometime.
There's like that club here.
34th Street subway station. Let's take a look. Thank you, Haley here, or Hallie here with 99 cents. Appreciate it very much. Benjamin Chu, Friday night K-Town to survive. You know it, man. You know it. This isn't the time to go and expect to get seated right away, though. Look at this thing. Wow. This has to be one of the longest bouncy houses I've seen. JRS saying it's an adult bouncing house. It looks like it. Could be a kid's bouncy house too. How far does this thing go? Holy smokes. Wow. Pop. Crazy. Maybe they should make it clear so people can see what it looks like. So fun. I'm not trusting these drivers to stop. Now I can go. There's a red light. Hey, one of the rare times I've seen this table tennis table being used. What's up? Hey! Happy Friday night. It's so late here tonight. Hey Troy, nice to see you.
We just finished watching your, I finished watching, we went to Sleepy Hollow.
Oh yeah, that's a cool place.
How's everything?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Alright,
Yeah.
Good night to everybody.
Yeah, bye-bye, have fun.
Thank you. You like a Gatorade or something?
Oh, I'm all right.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Sleepy Hollow, that was a cool place, especially for Halloween. That's right in the Tarrytown area. Phillips Manor, Sleepy Hollow. The legend of the Headless Horseman originated there. Let's continue up 5th Avenue. Maybe we can head up to 42nd Street and go to the Bryant Park Winter Village. I'm actually pretty curious about what it's like right now. Yeah, Hung Mao, the Bryant Park Winter Village. Gotta give it a visit.
Exactly.
Stylish Bunny, your favorite Bryant Park. One of my favorites as well. It's my favorite holiday market.
I met them.
As loud as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laurie, it's very nice. They set up early too. The later you wait to get to the Winter Village, the more crowded it gets. Oh my gosh. That car almost got sideswiped because they weren't paying attention. More so 27, like my walks during the snowstorm in Bryant Park. Yes, very fun. Yeah, Neville 6000. This is the express bus to Glen Oaks. It's located in Queens, the eastern portion of Queens. That's right, Laurie, I remember that too. Ballerina in the snow dancing in Bryant Park. And they were closing the park at that time when that happened. Kelly's asking if I've ever considered taking a trip to the headwaters of the Hudson River. I've actually never considered it. I don't think it's something I'd be interested in, to be honest. Small grocery. What's up?
I thought for a second.
Like you should be only doing it for the group all day.
Bryant Park is only 1 block away at 40th Street.
That's what I had to do.
Yeah, Jupiter, that's where we're going. The holiday market is up at Bryant Park. From the crowds on the streets right now, I think the holiday market is going to be very busy. It may be hard to walk in there, but we'll see. That's right, Craig. Bryant Park is behind the library. It used to be a big reservoir and the end of the Croton Aqueduct system. Many people don't know that. Craig says he didn't know that. Yeah, long time ago. We'll enter the park at the western entrance, right where the fountain is. Actually, the holiday market, I'm looking to my right now, isn't as crowded as I thought. Craig Bryce saying my knowledge is great, Ken. I appreciate it, Craig. I try to learn a little bit about the places I go to. All right, here we go. Bryant Park, Winter Village, Holiday Market. Are you ready, guys and girls and everyone in between? go. Let's go to the main event first, the ice skating rink, because I think you'll be able to appreciate this the most. I may have to mute the audio as I get closer to the ice skating rink in case they play music. And they are playing music, so I apologize if I have to mute the audio in spurts just to get around the YouTube copyright. It sure smells good around here. All right. Yeah, people sit here and watch others here, Lena. There's open chairs anyone can do. And this holiday market goes all around the park. There's stalls all around. You can see why this is my favorite holiday market. What you need? R-E-S-P-C-T. I'm singing over this song because I don't want to get copyrighted. R-E-S-P-C-T. Wow, look at this place. The Stout at the Winter Village. Yeah, Neville, ice skating reminds me of Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto. I've seen it when it had the ice skating. Perfect. Guess what? Your kiss is sweeter than honey. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Love all the shops here. Of course, Laurie, I can get copyrighted for singing the song too. But my singing is bad enough, I don't think they'd want to copyright me. This is my favorite section of the Winter Village coming up after the ice skating rink, the food section. Both over here and over here. Just be careful with the steps here, because it can get dark and a lot of people don't realize they're there. Winter pie shop. $8.75 for a slice of pie. Texas OG, your favorite area to visit during the holiday season. Yeah, it gets crowded though. You have to get here when it's a good time for you. But that's why there's other holiday markets as well. You can visit the Union Square one. The downtown Brooklyn one is going to be up this year. Columbus Circle. And many of the same vendors will be there as well. German bratwurst. Indian food at Mystique Masala.
That was so cool, baby.
And Fuzz NYC, you can see what they look like. There's more on this side too. Maureen says you're getting hungry. Oh, it's easy to spend money here at the Winter Village, believe me. The prices are high here for some of the items. Like you got 2 tacos here for 12 bucks. You can go to nearby Los Tacos Numero Uno and get one for $5 each. And even then, that's pricey for the area. There's honey. Doug Rock saying it looks like a great night here. Yeah, everywhere that I walked through tonight was pretty lively and busy. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you, man.
A lot of new places this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of new places this
Double
year.
the size,
Yeah,
easily.
I see that. It's
If you were here
lively.
last year, you came, I think, the first day also, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, looking good.
So you're on now.
Yeah, I'm already live now.
You get a picture.
Yeah, we can get a picture.
Come on.
Oh. All right. Nice to see you.
You're one of my favorite streamers.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I used to stream 2 years ago with Periscope.
Okay.
Remember Periscope? Periscope.
Oh, Periscope, yes.
I streamed on there like 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then that died out. Then you came to life.
Yeah.
Pandemic came. You're the only one out there.
Yeah. It was creepy back then. It
The
was,
best video I've ever seen, seriously, was when you were down in Rockefeller Center,
Uh-huh.
showing how barren it was and how scary it was.
Yeah.
And you heard noises and you got scared.
Mm-hmm.
That was like,
It was
I mean,
freaky.
it wasn't a good thing, but it was,
Yeah.
it was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See ya. Have fun. He used to stream on Periscope. So what I'm going to do right now is wrap the stream up. I think I've shown a lot of the city already. I'd like to get something to eat and maybe make my way back to Queens. It's been a fun night with all of you. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. Thanks for all of you for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this stream. There was sure a lot to see today on Friday night. Much more lively than I thought it was going to be. Subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. And I will see you later. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.